Hi, my beautiful Scorpio friends. This is your general reading for February 2018. Okay, sorry, they're just coming through. All right, I feel like this message is going to be almost done in two parts, like for a select group and then for the greater group of you, because they're quite clearly showing me a division. Okay, thank you. All right, so what I want to start with, and this is for the select group, okay? You will know who you are as soon as you hear what needs to be passed on. Now, there are quite a few of you who, there are a few of you who are really going through this stage of turmoil, this mental stress and anxiety, this busyness. You feel defeated, you feel low vibrationally, physically, energetically, emotionally. I'm actually starting to feel quite emotional, so forgive me if you see tears or you hear my voice starting to shake, because the messages that are coming through, the feelings that are coming through, the vibration is quite heavy. So for those of you who are, and my third eye is starting to get itchy too. Okay, so for those of you who are in that space currently, I feel like some of you have been there probably for the last couple of months. I don't know what happened. I'm not in your shoes. All I can tell you is what is coming through to me by my team, by my spirit team. So for those of you who are in this state of conflict, of mental defeat, of physical tiredness and feeling low, where you want to walk away, you want to hide. I feel like some of you have actually reached the end, or where you perceive to be the end of your tether, as it were. For now, thank you. Spirit have just said, for those of you who feel like you have reached the end, please reach out. Please reach out. There is always somebody there who is available to help. Wow. Excuse me for a minute. I just needed to center. All right, so for those of you who feel like there's nowhere left for you to go, nobody you can talk to, there is always somebody who is willing to listen. Always, always, always. You may need to go through a few people before you find that one person. Call your helpline. Go to a support group. Just find somebody who will just sit there and listen to what you have to say. Okay, without judgment. They don't need to fix it, because you don't want them to fix it. You want to be able to fix this, okay? Just please reach out. All right, that being said, moving on. I feel like for the rest of you who are in this space, this is part of your journey of discovering or remembering your personal integrity, your truths that have actually been quite affected. You've had to relook. I feel that some of you have had to really look deeply inside yourself and think about the way you may have compromised, and let some of the truths that you live by, some of your values and morals that you thought were strong and would hold you in good stead. I feel like some of you feel bad that you may have allowed them to slip a little in your pursuit of professional success, in your pursuit of accolades, in your pursuit of reward. Whatever your personal situation is, I feel like some of you are there and you have put yourself there. So it's time for you to step up and take responsibility for that. Just your part. I'm not talking about anybody else involved. I'm not talking about any other organizations and what their rules and regulations are. Because at the end of the day, you made choices. You made conscious decisions to move how you moved through this particular situation. So it's really important that as you feel this conflict, as you feel this defeat, as you feel this discontent and unease, please, please, please connect with your deepest self. Find that part of you that you know love resides, where you know love resides. Find that part and hold tightly and look at yourself with fresh eyes, with loving eyes and an open heart, and know that this has come around for you, right? This struggle has been presented to you for you to reevaluate your personal integrity, for you to remember what it is to love you, for you to come to this new truth or new truths about yourself. Okay, they're showing me now, what they're showing me is a Chinese dragon, and as they fly, they kind of curl in my mind. That's what's happening. So that talks to me about dragon magic. Now, dragon magic, traditionally, and you can look it up, is strong magic, strong medicine. It's transformative. It is fire. It is change, great change. It is also deep, deep truth. It is burning away what is no longer needed, what is not necessary, what is causing us grief, what is causing us pain. It's burning it away and allowing the new growth to come through. So that's where you are. That's where, those of you who need to hear this part of the message, that's where you are. And after that process happens, after that purification happens and that rediscovery, now you guys need to step up and be honest with yourselves here, accept responsibility for the choices you made, and step forward, knowing that you are worthy of loving yourself, knowing that you are worth effort, that your life is worth living because you have a story to tell. You have a gift to give to the world that is yours and yours alone. Nobody else can do that. And that makes you very, very special and unique. Sorry. I'm just going to pause for a minute. Okay, hi guys, sorry about that. I just needed to settle myself down because the energies coming through were quite strong. All right, so you wouldn't believe it. I've just spent the last 20 or so minutes giving you other messages and the video was still on pause. So rather than start the reading again, I'm going to try and ask my team to take me back to where I needed to be. All right, thank you. So I believe I just finished speaking to you about, for those of you who found yourself in a place where you were feeling defeated, where you were feeling like you were at the end of your tether or your rope, where you felt hopeless and full of unease. I was asking you to please reach out, seek help wherever, whatever that means to you, please seek help. I'm just going to put my hair up because it's bothering me. Now, all right, the other message, all right, so one of the messages that came through while you guys were on pause and is showing me again is a big dragon, okay, a big Chinese dragon, and he's flying like this, just his sinewy body is just flying through and he's breathing fire and he's laying waste to the landscape. Now that talks to me about purification, okay? So I feel that as you guys turn inwards and find that which in you, which you know is worthy of love, and is worthy of support and moving forward and re-establishing your morals, re-establishing your ethics, and re-establishing your personal integrity, and that this dragon is just coming through and is burning away all that is not required, so that you can spring forward as new growth, as it were. Come forward and be cleansed, be purified. And you know, that can be a difficult process, and it can hurt, and it can be painful, especially when we feel that we did something wrong, especially when we feel that we're to blame. Now, here's the thing. When you step up and take responsibility, you need to let go of blame. You need to let go of feelings of unworthiness, because responsibility isn't about that. Responsibility is about stepping up and saying, yep, I did it. And sometimes it's about apologizing. Now, I feel a lot of you need to just apologize to yourselves first, right? For being human. Like, you made some decisions. You felt that you had compromised. You feel like it's coming back. You're feeling low about it now. You feel like you're not worthy of respect. Please, please, please know that that is not the case. All you did was be human. You figured a way out to walk in the world that got you to where you are today. Whether that means that you're successful, whether that means that you're being recognized, whether that means that you've received accolades, or whether that means you're just somewhere that you weren't before. All right? You were human. You still are human. And everything that means, okay? It's part of our human condition to go forward and make mistakes. That's how we learn, all right? You need to let it go, and you need to forgive yourself. But step up and take responsibility for the choices you made, and look inside. Contemplate and think about what your morals are, what your ethics are, what your beliefs are. Revisit them, and don't be afraid to change them. If they're no longer working for you, change them, upgrade them, all right, so that they fit in with the person that you now want to be. Okay, please don't give up hope. You are worthy. You have a special gift to give to this world. Nobody else can give it, because nobody else is you. And that's pretty special. And you are special. Okay, now, yeah, I feel like some of you are still in survival mode. You feel that you needed to be that way to survive. Well, guess what? You got through it, you survived. So, time to step out of survival mode. My base chakra is burning, it's on fire. Okay, get out of there. All right, you don't need that pain, lower back pain, urinary tract problems, you know, hips not working right, just aches everywhere. Get out of there. You are safe. You've made it through. So you are now in a space where you have control. Step up again. Take responsibility for the choices you made, and rediscover that love that's in you. I know it's in you. How do I know? It's in me. All right? And if it's in me, it has to be in you, because we're one. We're connected. There's no getting around it. It just is. Don't fight it. If I love me, I love you. Simple as that. Okay? Spirit, simple, human, not. All right. Now, I got to the point where I did the Blue Angel Oracle card read, so I'm just going to lay those cards out again. Oh, sorry, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. So they told me that I didn't talk to you about. All right. So just a reminder that it's really important from this point on. I'm just going to open a window. Excuse me, guys. Oh, that's a bit better, fresh air. Okay. It's very important for you right now that you do what feels right for you and not what's expected. All right. And some people are going to balk at that. But again, this is about you revisiting your integrity and what that means to you, and stepping up and really standing up for your values. Okay. because you have full responsibility for the actions and the decisions you make. Other people have full responsibility for theirs. Don't pick up their stuff. It's heavy. Why are you going to add that to your life? Don't do it, okay? That's their responsibility. This is your responsibility, all right? This is going to also show universe that you are willing to step up and take responsibility for how you create your life. And universe is going to go, we can work with this, all right? And they're going to start, as you work towards that higher vibrational alignment, universe is going to go, right, now they want this. Excellent. We can do that. We can organize that. Okay. Now, I do feel like because some of you have been in this place of compromise for so long that there's a lot of unexpressed emotion. So before you go blurting out angry or frustrated words, please take a step back, look at the wider perspective and realize that you've got all this other stuff happening in the background, this purification process where you're in the crucible and you're being purified, okay? All that rubbish is being burned away so that you can step forward and come forward with this new growth. So before you have those conversations where you're reacting instead of responding, take a breath and calm down. Just calm down, all right? And come back to the conversation at a time where you can clearly express, gently and compassionately and lovingly express exactly how you feel, all right? And you'll feel this tightness in the throat that some of you have been experiencing and this neck pain. I feel like some of you have been really tied up here. It will start to ease, okay, as you learn to do that, all right? Now, Spirit is saying you need to tell them not to give up, to keep moving forward, one moment at a time, one step at a time. That makes a journey, okay? That is a journey. So please just keep moving forward. Don't give up hope. Have faith that all is well. All is well and as it should be. And as you step up and take responsibility for what has passed, and as you let it go because you have learned those lessons, remember, you've learned those lessons so you can pack them up in a nice box and set them aside and ask Spirit to take them away. Take it away. You don't need it anymore. And so now you've created all this space so that you can accept good stuff, all right? Stuff that makes you happy, stuff that is responding to your responsibility and your acknowledgement of your power, okay? All right. I do feel like some of you, this is a new journey into self-love for a lot of you, where you are actually going to feel like you're integrating these higher aspects of yourself and you're just going to fall in love with yourself all over again, right? Kind of in a kid-like way where you're going to be able to, where you're going to know that it's okay to express yourself, have fun, to enjoy life, all right? So I'm so happy for you. I hope that I hear lots and lots of comments around that because I feel that very strongly. All right, now for the Blue Angel Oracle card reading, I'm making sure that I am actually recording. All right, so now the theme of where your spiritual journey is at was the Eternal Star, a Christos energy card that talks about guidance. So I'm just going to pop that there in front of me. Now that is about you receiving guidance and putting yourself in a place where you are open to receiving guidance. And that means, you know, by doing all of this, by revisiting and resetting your soul's barometer, as it were, you are clearing your channel so that you can receive higher guidance. And that's a wonderful thing, all right? And trusting in yourself and trusting your team and working with your team and saying, hey guys, I need you to walk with me today. You don't have to see, hear, feel them, smell them, whatever. Some of you I feel are, but you don't need to. You just need to trust that they are right there waiting to work with you, okay? All right, so the first card that came out was Diva Magic. Incredibly small. Now, this card talks to us about when we are on the path to discovery of our personal power and understanding that you have whole universes inside of you. Now, our universe, and science will tell you, is ever expansive. Something's always happening, all right? Something is always being created. Something is always being destroyed. That's just the process that it goes through so that it can grow, so that it can expand. And that's happening in you too. It happens all the time, all right? So you needed to be reminded of that, okay? Now, the next card that came down was I Am the Emerald Goddess, and this is all about fertility. Now, for some of you, this can be a direct message that this month, if you were thinking about starting a family, now would be a good time. It would be a high potential time for you to do so. For those of you who aren't thinking about starting a family, please, use safe practices, all right? But I believe for most of you, this is about, again, understanding that creative process, knowing that you are a creative being, and also that a lot of these ideas that you feel you've put on hold, a lot of these projects, because you've gone through this whole new journey, or you are going through this whole new journey of self-acceptance and self-discovery and reclamation and acknowledgement of your sovereignty as an individual, that you are in this new growth phase where all this wonderful stuff is happening, okay? So I'm looking forward to hearing about that. I feel like some of you may actually be getting some projects up and running, so now this month is a high potential time for you to do that as well. Okay, the next card that came down, multi-dimensional healing. Such a powerful card. I absolutely love this card. And this card talks about, well, the words down here are love and prayer. So you see this beautiful angel goddess. She has butterfly here at her heart chakra. She's got knowledge, higher consciousness star here, dreams, wishes coming true. Gorgeous wings, all in the rainbow colors, chakra colors, so everything is balanced, right? She's a clear channel, and she's sitting in lotus pose, the contemplation pose, classic contemplation pose. All right, so this is about you reconnecting with your spiritual self and being guided by that and not being afraid of it, and also understanding that as you do that, layers and layers and layers and layers, just like the onion skin, are going to be cleared. Okay, now that, as I said last month, that is happening on a universal scale anyway, to everybody across the board. What is more powerful is if you are consciously aware of that and you consciously participate in that journey, and you will do that by reconnecting with spirit through contemplation, through meditative practices. And that doesn't mean sitting in a room or in a corner at your puja or in a space for 3 hours. No, it just means connecting to your breath. It's very simple, very simple. You're just breaking some habits, that's all. So be patient with yourself, okay? But yes, lots of multi-dimensional healing happening for you. And that can also bring up stuff. So there might be days where you're sad and you're not sure why. That's just stuff being cleared, okay? So just go with the flow, let it happen, all right? Be gentle with yourself. It's going to be a big shifting time for you. Quite emotional, I feel, this month. But you've got this. You have absolutely got this, because you are on the cusp of acknowledging how strong and magical and magnificent you are, Scorpio, all right? And that's a very powerful thing, all right? There's no need to be afraid. You are always supported, always, always supported. And you are so worthy. You are so worth all the energy that you're putting into yourself and investing in this spiritual growth of yours, okay? Now, the last card that came through was the Elohim, Pathways of Light. Now, remember when I saw the dragon and I spoke about the dragon magic? So look at this. That's kind of what it's like. All of this purification is happening for you. And I feel that a lot of pathways forward where there are decisions that you've been struggling to make because of all this stuff that's been happening in the background, this mental conflict, this unease. I feel like that the way forward will be made clear to you, and you're just going to be making decisions because you've stepped up and taken responsibility for that, okay? And that is a good thing. That's a really good thing. All right. Wow, very powerful energies around you this month, Scorpio. I look forward to hearing some of your comments around the messages that have come through for you today. Now, I'm going to be ending with a love reading. Again, I wasn't recording when I shuffled. I'm so sorry. I'm happy to shuffle the cards again. Yeah, all right. They want me to shuffle the cards again. I suspect that almost the same cards will come out, so we'll see. There we go. Mini love reading for my Scorpio friends for February 2018. Thank you. Yep, same card. That's so funny. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. All right, come on. Next couple of cards, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do my Scorpio friends need to know about love for February 2018? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whoop-a-days. And this one. Excellent. All right. Just let me tune in, guys. It won't be a minute. Okay. Thank you. All right. So this love message, I feel for a lot of you, will be about the love that you're feeling for yourself, because it is a big month of self-discovery for you, or self-rediscovery, I would say, okay, where you're opening yourself up to your highest powers, all right? So the first card that came through is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. All right, so the highest energy of all that they're talking about, of course, is love. It's a creative force of the universe, all right, and that's just what it is. It's the same for everybody. So you know, some of you may have a suitor who I'm sorry, that does sound like a masculine word, but it could be you're a male and you have a female who is pursuing you or showing their interest. And you're just reticent because of all, and I feel like it's because of all this other stuff that's been going on, where you feel like you're just not worthy of it. So this is a card, or you may have been hurt in past relationships. This is just a card that comes out to let you know that it is safe for you to, it's okay for you to take a chance, all right? And it's all right for it to not, it's all right for a relationship to not be the relationship. It's all right for you to have several relationships through your lifetime, where you learn lessons and where you move from and move through and move towards. That's what life is about. It's about learning. It's about making mistakes, and it's about improving, okay? So if you want to take a chance, this is the green light to go for it. Take a chance, because, you know, this could be the one. But go forward knowing that you are worthy of a loving relationship, all right? Don't take that baggage, that past stuff that you've carried on to for so long. Drop it. Create the space for new love to come in, because this could be it. If it feels good, and brings you joy, it probably is good, okay? Just saying. All right. But for the rest of you who don't have somebody who is or who find themselves not in that situation, this is about you knowing that it's safe to open yourself up to love. And again, this is about self-worth. You are worthy of love. You are love. Okay, so attract more of that in, please. All right, which means holding yourself in vibrational alignment, saying, no, I've made space, so I accept love into my life with grace and gratitude. Okay? All right. The next card that came down is trust. All right. I feel like for some of you who are currently in a relationship, that you may feel that there's some deceit going on. I feel like you're worrying over nothing. You may be making mountains out of molehills. Just be mindful of the words that you're using. You know, if you want to know something, just ask, but don't be defensive about it. Just say, hey, I know I've been a bit antsy lately. I'm just worried about this. Can we just sit and have a chat about that? And you will know, you need to trust yourself to know about the truth behind the words. Listen deeply. Listen to the words. Listen to the feeling behind the words. You will know. But I feel like some of you are making this issue bigger than what it should be. And that is reflective around what you're going through and how you feel you may have compromised your values. So just keep that in mind, all right? Try and come at the conversation from a different perspective, a perspective of self-love. Because if you don't feel that for yourself, then you're not going to feel, even when somebody puts forward their best intentions, you're not going to feel that from anybody else, because all you're thinking about is mistrust, okay? So that's a big lesson, all right? Look to yourself first. Trust yourself first. Okay. Now for some of you, now the next card that came down, this could be the one. And the message is, you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Okay. So if some of you are, especially those of you who are actually experiencing these shifts that were spoken about earlier, again, please look at yourself first. Look within. If you are worried about a relationship, if you're constantly if you're partnered and you're going to your partner and you're asking them why all the time, or how come, or, you know, I don't understand why you, all right? And you're using defensive language, please look to yourself, look within. Because if you're questioning other people around you, then there's something about you that you are questioning. Because our external world is a direct reflection of our internal status, all right? A very, very important lesson that each and every one of us needs to understand. Okay, so what you see is what you're putting out there. All right, that is coming from you. Now, I'm not saying that the person hasn't done something wrong. I'm not saying that at all. But to get to the heart of the matter, lovingly and truthfully and as compassionately and as gently as possible, look inside first and then have the conversation. All right, now they're telling me to look at the card on the bottom of the deck. All right. Past love relationship. You have known each other before. So I feel like there might be somebody coming into your life this month, or somebody that you met in January, and it just feels right. It just feels good. And that's karma bringing both of you back together, okay? For whatever reason, I'm not going to pretend to know the reason, but there is a past life thing going on there, all right? And, you know, for whatever reason, I know that you guys will have the strength and the emotional intelligence and the higher knowledge to sort it out, all right? Guys, some of that reading was quite heavy, but there's a lot of purification going on for you this month. So please know, a reminder, thank you, Spirit, please reach out, have hope, have faith. It can be scary. You are not alone. You are absolutely not alone. You are never alone. We are with you always. You are a divine child of the universe. Please don't forget how special you are. Please don't forget how special you are, because you are. And if you need to be reminded, watch this video back as many times as you need. You are very special. You are loved, you are lovable, and you are worthy of love. I love you because I love me, and we are one. Okay? I hope you find this reading helpful. I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you so much to all my wonderful new subscribers. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next month.